welcome and hi. We are from Group 5. We would like to present our business plan. So we would like to propose our wellness center, which is PharmaZilla Wellness Center. This is our group member and this is our flow of presentation. So first, what is PharmaZilla Wellness Center? It is a large futuristic center which consists of selected healthcare services. It is aimed to create a center which is not only sick people could seek healthcare services, but healthy people can also be here. Next, this is an overview of our proposed business where we do brick and mortar business and also online business via our website. Our target market is among all age person, non-working, working and retired person who is living in urban area. We might expect some competitions amongst retail pharmacies and established malls. Our proposed budget is around 500,000 ringgit Malaysia. Lastly, we expect to start with small retail pharmacy with counselling services, and in 1 to 2 years, we also expect to add another outlet as we propose. We view our company will be an established one-stop center in 5 to 10 years.
Next, I will proceed with the business management and organization. Okay, first, let me introduce our business. Our company name is PharmaZilla Sdn Bhd and we will run a business named PharmaZilla Wellness Center. So this is our company logo. The caduceus one symbolizes the medical or health profession, and a large Z-like heart symbol means a big care center, and the purple color means exclusive. Okay, this is our planned purpose. We will start with the opening of the pharmacy first and then followed by the opening of the gymnasium, Medispa, aged care center and also a cafeteria with add-on service of counseling or organic food. Okay, next, why do we want to run this business? It is because first we want to reduce congestion in hospitals. Secondly, we want to produce easy access at one stop only. And lastly, we want to make sure that the community is aware that health is wealth while we provide the best services for them. Okay, next, this is our business structure. It is a partnership business owned by 12 members and all of them have the same shares in the business. Here, I also provide some of the advantages and the disadvantages of the partnership business structure. Okay, next, to start or register a partnership business in Malaysia, firstly, we need to register with the Malaysian Companies Commission or SSM. So these are the documents needed in the registration of business, such as firstly, we need to provide a copy of identification card, and then we need to pay fees around RM60 to RM100, and then a permit or approval or license or any other supporting documentation or letters and the details of the business name and activities. And then we can just register our business. Okay, I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Next, this is the organizational chart of PharmaZilla Wellness Center Sdn Bhd. The CEO of the company is Aqil Faiq and he is the leader of the company. The financial manager is Atiyah Humaira, which is assisted by Wan Nadia. The sales and marketing manager is Nurul Izzah, which is assisted by Irdina Athilah. For the service manager, it is divided according to each service provided. The pharmacy operation is managed by Amni Afifah. The gymnasium is managed by Irfan Syadiron. Fairuz Auni is the manager of Medispa. Nur Iman manages the aged care center and cafe is managed by Nur Balkhis. Now let's get to know about the job scope for each position. CEO is responsible to develop high-quality business strategies and plans to ensure their alignment with short-term and long-term objectives. Financial manager involves in the management of financial decisions and responsible to maintain company costs by maximizing profits and discover business opportunities. On the other hand, assistant finance manager plays role to plan and execute financial duties and projects of a company. She is also responsible to prepare financial statements, reports, and forecasts for the business to ensure financial stability.
Next, I will continue with sales and marketing of our business. Our mission is to provide high-quality, confidential, and holistic health promotion services, as well as our goal-oriented is based on our belief and commitment to evidence-based care, diversity of practice, health outcomes, and collaboration with the community. Our vision is to educate the communities and to encourage the movement to enhance the community well-being. Moving on to the SWOT analysis, our strength is that we have partnership with members of different experience and knowledge, and we also have detailed marketing plan with unique long-term vision, which is to build a wellness center that could attract customer that can easily be accessed as we are placed in the strategic location in the area in the Kuantan, and we also have an adequate financial to start our pharmacy. Next, healthcare is also an increasing demand, which is an opportunity for us, and we also can utilize social media nowadays. However, our weakness is that since we are newly established, we may be having difficulties in getting recognition, as well as we may need high budget for our long-term vision, which is to build the wellness center. And lastly, our threat is that we may have difficulties to compete with other big pharmacies, which are causing us to have uncertainty in terms of our profit and customers. Thank you.
Now, moving on to marketing mix. For marketing mix, we utilize the famous 4 P's, which are product, price, place, and promotion. The highlighted products for pharmacy are comprehensive medical supplies and medications. For gymnasium, workout accessories such as treadmill or dumbbell under supervision of trained coach. Medispa esthetician services by the certified staff using evidence-based procedures and products. Edge care center, palliative care like physiotherapy, stimulating activities such as crafting or gardening. And lastly, cafe, organic well-balanced food with infographics of caloric intake and nutrition information. For the price, our company pricing is based on marketing price and convenience. Pricing will be affordable and easily purchased by all classes of incomes. During opening, special offers and reduced price for introductory period will be implemented. Next is the place. The target location will be in Kuantan, where potential customers are varied in all age of groups, consisting of males and females, as well as presence of working, non-working, or retired people. Urban areas are readily accessible as it is with many kinds of transportation available and high percentage of population. As for the promotion can be made through advertisements in various electronic communication mediums, especially social media, creation of colorful and educational brochures or flyers with additional toys and beauty sample kits, as well as giveaways, membership cards, and vouchers are provided for the customers to keep constantly benefiting their services. Lastly, direct interactions, as it will leave good reviews that will influence other potential customers. Okay, this is our own website, Wellness Center. That's all from me.
Next, moving on to competitors that we have around us, just a quick note. The main business that will be open first is pharmacy before opening other facilities such as Medispa, Edge Care Center, cafe, and gym in one building. Hence, as you can see on the slide, it is important to list down the other pharmacies as the competitors. We have Alpro Pharmacy, Karen Pharmacy, and Watson or Garden at ECM and KCM. Okay. For the competition analysis, these 3 are our primary competitors, which Alpro Pharmacy provide a good services and product. Same goes to Karen Pharmacy and Pharmacy at ECM and KCM. Their methods of sale and promotion, of course, through social media. Next, pricing are quite the same, ranging from 5 ringgit until 150 ringgit, depends on product and services. Moreover, their location are almost cover whole Malaysia and their target customers are variety. So the highlights for each company are different. Alpro Pharmacy is a very big and successful pharmacy, and Karen Pharmacy also a well-known pharmacy, and lastly ECM and KCM, which are the exclusive malls that people definitely go there for shopping things. Okay. Now for exit plans, we will be focusing on the first 2, which is merger and acquisition and selling the company to a friendly individual. Basically, the most favorite exit plan is merging with other companies, or known as M&A. We combine our pharmacy with a similar company or being acquired by a larger company. It is a win-win situation for both of the companies, as it is more efficient and faster strategy for larger companies to increase revenue. And of course, liquidation and close would be the very last option for this company. Possibly, it will not be going to happen.
Now, let's move on to the most important part regarding our business, that is the financial and the management plan. So firstly, we'll talk about the cash flow that is important in operating a business. We divide it to the cash inflow, the cash outflow, and lastly the operating cash. So the cash inflow include the online sale, the in-store sale, and also other revenue, which around 40,000 to 15,000 a month. And the cash outflow, it includes the wages, the purchase of equipment, marketing, and many more. So the cash outflow a month we targeted around the 12,000, 11,000 to 12,000, and lastly the operating cash that we targeted to increase it month by month as we expect that our business will run smoothly. And lastly, the operating cash that we expect to increase it month by month, that as we see from the slide, the increased amount of the closing balance from April to May and also from May to June. That's all from me. I pass to the next presenter.
Next, for the income statement of PharmaZilla Wellness Center Sendirian Berhad in April, May and June 2022. First, the gross income is the value obtained by subtracting cost of sale from net sale. Next, the total operating expenses is calculated by adding the selling and operating expenses with the general and administrative expenses. The total value of operating expenses is then subtracted from the value of gross income, which will give the value of operating income. Next, the value of operating income is added with the value of other income and also the value of interest revenue, but subtract with the value of interest expenses. The total value after addition and subtraction will give the value of income before taxes. In order to get the monthly net income, the value of income before taxes need to be subtracted with the income tax expenses. Thus, the net income for April is 2,700 ringgit, for May 3,670 ringgit, and lastly for June is 4,570 ringgit. So that's all for income statement.
Assalamualaikum. Without further ado, I'll continue with explaining the projected balance sheets for the end year of 2002. The balance sheets means the company's asset will equal to its liability plus stockholder equity. The balance sheet is particularly important because it keeps the stakeholder to be informed regarding company's financial position. For assets, we divided it into two, which are current and fixed assets. Under current assets, we have cash, inventories, and also account receivables. And then for fixed assets, we have equipment, furniture, and also fixtures. These two types of assets will give an amount of 231,025 ringgit. On the opposite of the table, we have liabilities and stockholder equity. For liabilities, we have rent payable, accrued compensation, and also tax payable under current liabilities. Meanwhile, for long-term liabilities, we have net payable. And last but not least, we have stockholder equity. Investment capital and retained earnings will be accounted under this category. After calculating the total amount of liabilities and stockholder equity, it will be 231,025 ringgit, which is the same as the total assets. This indicates that the total asset and total liability plus stockholder equity is on balance. That's all from me.
Okay, that's all from us.